Guernsey in their first match way back on Sunday. We didn't get the film until today, unfortunately, but here's most of the action, or the best of the action, from the match between Gibraltar and Guernsey. Well, the unfamiliar grass underfoot for the Gibraltar footballers. Dennis Lopez there going tumbling inside the box, but nothing particularly serious. And there, in fact, the foul being blown against the Gibraltar striker by the referee, but nothing particularly serious. Keith Laguerre with a good chance inside the first half. His left foot shot just being screwed wide of the left-hand post of the keeper. Good long clearance here on the left. Aaron Lima there being dispossessed and then fouling his opponent under the eyes of Keith Laguerre, and that header timidly going to Kevin de los Santos in the Gibraltar goal. Another harsh tackle. Tony Sayers there going tumbling, but Guernsey on the attack, Guernsey in the green. Another higher ball, but Kevin de los Santos dealing with it with ease. Dennis Lopez in one of his familiar runs down the left there. He takes on two defenders. Watch how skillfully he takes on the ball on the flick of the right foot and forces a corner from the Guernsey right back. Well floated ball, but well out. Ball coming back out on the Gibraltar side. It's Laguerre once again putting the ball back out again to Colin Ramirez playing in number 8. A shimmy here, a shimmy there, the ball coming across. A defender doesn't really know where it is. It's Al Green over at the other side putting the course in, but that header not matching the cross. Aaron Lima just screwing that header wide of the goal when he should have really been hitting the target. Quite a battle in midfield. Players battling it out. The harsher element of British football against the somewhat finer aspects of the local skillful players. Good cross coming up from the right. The trouble well cleared by the Gib defence. Maurice Ocaña, a veteran, one can be told many times about his at least 12 years representing Gibraltar together with Tony Sayers, two stalwarts in the heart of the Gibraltar defence and midfield. That's Tony Sayers there, being dispossessed but getting the ball back, and there's Morris combining with his veteran friend. Keith Laguerre again. Nice little overlap coming up on the left. Edgar Ramirez, I believe, number 18. Cross coming in. Poor one. The clearance was even poorer, but eventually the sharp eye of Peter Moreno picking up that rebound. Colin Ramirez mesmerizing the Guernsey midfield. Had a particularly good game, Colin, quite creative as usual. And there, Tony Sayers with a long sweeping cross to the left for Laguerre. The ball just being touched on over the byline. Lima with a volley over to the other side. The keeper loses the ball, and guess who's there? It's Lopez, Dennis Lopez, dispossessing the keeper. Another almost veteran player. He's been playing for Gibraltar since he was about 15, 16 years old. He's seen it all before. Good games for him so far, jumping on that chance and putting Gibraltar 1-0 up. Colin Ramirez, another sweeping ball down the right for Al Green. He takes on the defender, beats him, but eventually being dispossessed. Quite rough the match in some places. I dare say our players have plenty to give of their own. And here, the ball being slipped under Kevin de los Santos for the Guernsey equaliser. The ball just a little bit way ahead for the Gibraltar defence, having been lobbed over the top and giving it a 1-1 scoreline still in the first half. Maurice Ocaña. Ball being pushed wide. The header comes back into the midfield for Guernsey. Very quick on the break they were. Ball not being shut down in midfield here, something that Paul Holden and Adolfo Ramirez no doubt will want to work on. But Adolfo didn't like this one. This is son Colin, and watch that wallop. Right over the top, sending off in anybody's book, but you don't send off a Channel Islands player when you're playing in the Channel Islands, surely. Indeed, just a yellow card, and that free kick eventually just being blasted about 2 yards high and wide of the target. Bit of sloppy defending here, the ball not being cleared and landing there to the left on a totally unmarked player just inside the 6-yard box, and you don't get many chances like that and you don't put them away. Well, this lad did, and he put Guernsey 2-1 up against Gib. Gibraltar having had the lion's share of the play, looking back on this game, no doubt, with some chances that were wasted. Al Green having a Good game here. Good fighting spirit from the Gib boys. There's Al winning the ball back. Got to see a lot more of that. But let's listen to Adolfo Ramirez, who had a word after the match with Susan Clifton-Tucker.
A disappointing result.
Well, the only disappointment is that we lost, but I think it was a very encouraging match. We've learned a lot. We always learn a lot from every match. Taking into consideration that Guernsey is supposed to be by far the best team in the islands, and but everybody is fair in Gibraltar, I think we put up a very good show. A fair result would have been a very, very good result, because they've got very, very good professional football, and we dominated most of the second half. We could have scored at least two goals at least, and I think a draw would have been a fair result.
Could you run us through the game? How do you think we actually started? We seem to be pretty much ahead to begin with.
Yes, well, normally we start in the first 15 or 20 minutes. We play very nervously, very nervously. It's a very, very new team with a lot of youngsters in, and but we played a very, very good passing football in the first half. Now, in the second half, it was all attacking to try and get the goal that we needed. Unfortunately, it didn't come. The goalkeeper made a fantastic save. Another goal was missed underneath the posts, and that's how the match went.
We had an injury, of course, which set us back somewhat.
Yes, Aaron Lima was injured. He was brought out. We made another substitution, which was Al Green was also injured. We had to bring him out and put in Nathan Magoo. And Keith Laware had to stay even though he was injured again, because they play a very, very hard football, which is what really football is all about.
There's a lot of passion and tension on the field today.
Well, the passion and tension is because we had information that this team was superb, and they proved to be very good, but we showed that we are no less than them.
Right, how are you going to attack the debrief now? What will you be looking at?
Well, we'll be looking at the mistakes made, especially at the back, and these long balls don't suit us. We have to play low passing football, which is what I keep encouraging them in Gib, and this is what we are going to emphasize. Passing football, help each other, and don't use the long balls unnecessarily, and this is how we make the mistakes.
Well, I noticed some of the players have got tremendously good tactics. They're very clever on the short passes.
Well, in short passing, I don't think there's any team in the island who can pass the ball better than we do. Unfortunately, probably due to the tension, and probably also that we needed that goal, that the passing deteriorated a bit. And of course, the tiredness. They're not used to grass pitches. Unfortunately, we haven't got a grass pitch there.
Was that a big setback, do you think?
No, I don't think so. I think the players settled down on this pitch quite well, considering that we haven't had a chance to train at all. We haven't been allowed to train anywhere. And therefore, I think we did quite all right on this grass pitch. Mind you, the surfaces that I've seen here already, I've seen 4 pitches here, are magnificent, beautiful.
Right, Guernsey actually scored 2 goals, as we know, but we do have an excellent goalkeeper.
Well, what can we say about the goalkeeper? He's tremendous. It's a pity that that boy is wasting his time. But he could be a great goalkeeper. There's nobody to wait near him.
So, looking back on the game then, how would you sum it up?
Well, looking back at the game, I'm very, very enthusiastic. We lost against Greenland in Gibraltar by 1-0. We didn't deserve to lose. We've lost by 2-1 by 1 goal again. We didn't deserve to lose, so it's very encouraging. I think we'll reach the final. I think we have. That is providing that anybody can stop Guernsey, which can happen also.